too, because I'm reliving stuff, folks. Go back to a moment when you had your teeth kicked in and you're at the lowest low. If you're human, you're gonna feel it, man. You're gonna feel it. And I've had to hold back tears in this presentation with you a couple times already because those are wounds that don't really heal. They don't heal entirely. So the way I forge the strength and the focus to move forward and not dwell on those old wounds, because nothing cuts deeper than a family member telling you you're going to be a failure. Especially the ones that you look up to as a child, looking at them and thinking, I want to be like them. They have a house, they have a swimming pool, they have 2 cars, they make over $700 a week at their job. And then they tell you you're going to fail. Instead of turning toxic and saying, go fuck yourself and I'm never going to be around you anymore, I just took a step back and said, I'm not going to tell them anymore what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do. See, in trading, there's talkers and then there's doers. And if you're an influencer and you're showing all the materialistic stuff, I don't care how you made your money, okay? Make the money, make it. But if you're taking so much effort in producing content that shows, look at me and my lifestyle, and you compare and contrast how much that is compared to here's what I do trading, and here's me doing it, and how I do it. Yeah, I'm not interested. And I'm sorry if that offends you, but I'm not meaning to offend anybody. But what you're doing is you're sugarcoating your bullshit. And people that know what bullshit tastes like, we know underneath the sugarcoating, it's still shit. So we don't eat it. We don't like it. We don't subscribe to it. We don't want to see it. And that's why I never do those things. I don't ever do those things. Because that's not going to make you a better trader. It's not going to have any impact on your bottom line, ever. It's never going to do anything that makes you better. Worst case scenario, if you see all the toys and how much money I spend on this and how much I do this and that, it's going to make you feel like, well, I want to do like that, and I'm going to trade larger and more frequent because I want to do what ICT does. And that's not going to pan out well because you're doing things wrong. You're trying to impulsively make decisions and monetize those decisions on an extrapolated level, which means over leveraging, over trading, and doing things that are not even in the model that you think you are supposed to be following, but you're going to lie to yourself. Oh, it's still my model. I'm only supposed to be trading with 1 micro, but fuck it. I got the money. I'm going to do 15 contracts because they said I could. That's some funny shit, man. Start a prop firm. You ain't trading with real accounts. Give them 15 imaginary contracts and let them blow it out and give them a sale price. And they'll think you're doing them a favor. Oh, man, that's the biggest fucking scam I've ever seen. But guess what? Guess what? The people that listen, the people that really listen to what I told them these markets are going to do, guess what they're doing? Guess what the fuck they're doing? They're going in there, kicking the front door in, stomping the fuck around like they own the place, and taking their money. I'm not talking about $500. I'm not talking about $10,000. Millions, motherfucker! Millions! Ain't that sweet? Oh, but ICT. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that shit. You have been seeing monstrous results by people using what I've been preaching, and guess what? There's nothing holding you back. But you. Just you. Just you. I'm not holding you back. I'm talking to you on a medium that is not monetized. In fact, everybody else is going to take what I'm doing right now and put it on their YouTube channel and make ad revenue off of it, and I don't give a fuck. Where's my motivation? I'm trying to put a boot in your ass. Listen, I told you in 2016, this is what's going to happen. This guy's going to get in there and they're going to use him as the fall guy. We watched some Rick and Monroe in 2020 and then endured 4 years of horse shit. And now they have the stage perfectly set. Perfectly set. And here you have it. I don't give a flying fuck what tariffs are going to be. I don't care. Oil can go to $100 a fucking barrel or $200 a barrel. I'm still driving my fucking V8 Corvettes. I'm not giving a fuck. Inflation can't go high enough for me to be worried about it. That's the mentality you get. When you know what you're doing, you ain't worried about what the fucking grocery receipt says at the bottom line. You really don't. I feel it because I know there's a lot of you that listen to me. And maybe I'm hurting your feelings or making you feel like, oh, you're a jerk. You're talking like that. I'm talking from a position of being blessed, period. And it didn't just happen overnight. I had to work towards things. I had to cut things out of my life. I had to make sacrifices with friends and family and take myself away from a lot of things that people want to do right now. And they think that's called success. It's not. Influencers, listen to me. When you put that stuff out there and you show, here's what I wasted my money on, knowing that there's going to be a small faction of us as the audience that's going to say, oh, I wish I had that. And you might see the trolling responses there. Oh, what a bullshit. You don't really trade that much. You don't make that much money. You're an affiliate marketer. You know, you're a girl. You're a guy that doesn't even know how to trade. You've been caught paper trading before. All the bullshit. They'll see those things, mute them, but then they'll look at the one that says, I wish I had what you have. And they take that inside. They file it away and they say, yep, that builds me up. Yep, that proves that I know what I'm doing and what I'm doing is the right decision. No, it's not. I'm not saying don't celebrate when you have something as a victory and you buy a toy. But if your entire scheme, your whole presentation is based on that, you're actually not getting anything for yourself that's constructive. You're sugarcoating, you're masking, and you're putting things behind blinders. You're telling yourself that this is what you're doing trading for. When if you were really sitting down, if you and I were sitting down and we were privately talking, no recordings, no cameras, I'm not going to tell anybody what you're going to say. And I say to you, when you put that video out and you don't really have the response that you were hoping you was going to get, what does it do for you? It sucks. I expected a bigger pop. Right. Now, internally, you're doing the same thing over and over and over again with something outside of trading. The success of trading. You need to fall in love with you doing the things that you're supposed to be doing as a consistently profitable trader that is detail-oriented. That's what your primary focus should be. And guess what that means? You're going to be fucking boring. But guess what? I'm probably the richest boring motherfucker on X. I am boring as shit. I'm boring. And guess what that means? I got money. I don't need to share or show what I spent my money on. I don't need to do that. I do absolutely. I got my bank accounts. I don't need to be reminded by somebody else saying, shit, you're successful. I know I'm successful. I wake up knowing I'm successful. I'm thanking God every single day that he's given me this position in life. I'm thankful for that. Everything that I do in teaching you is geared towards that. Not materialism. Not, oh, I got this. Look how much money I wasted on a Rolex. I'm in the Rolex store. This is the Rolex I'm putting on my wrist. But I'm going on a fucking black market and buying some knockoff horse shit because you're going to see that thing on my wrist and you think I spent $15,000, $30,000, whatever. Fuck you. You're a liar. I got watches that cost more than your fucking house. Get the fuck out of here. So the point is this. You have to literally dial in and cut out everything. And guess what that means? Me included. Some of you are ready right now, but you're holding on to the reins and saying, drive me faster, ICT. Yeah! Instead of just doing. I'm talking to new people all the time that's coming in. And so many of you are ready. You know enough. You know enough. But you're not doing anything with it. Not properly, you're not. But when you're in the community, like right now, you're listening to me, you're thinking, well, listen, I see he's really wound up today. Got the answers. I do feel pretty good right now. My back ain't hurting. That's the adrenaline, endorphins. They'll wear off. I'll be crying later on. But when you leave the element, when this presentation ends and the little dopamine wears off, what are you going to be left with? Well, that was fun. I'll have to listen to that next time when I feel a little bit down and out. But you're going to be feeling down and out an hour after this ends. Why? Because you're going to think about what I talked about. You're going to think about how I pinned you in a corner and I said, these are the things that you're doing and they're wrong. And you want to have selective hearing when you're listening to me. You're like, well, that applies to somebody else, not me. If you've done that in this presentation, while we talking, you're the person I'm talking to. You know enough to be consistently profitable. You know enough to find setups that you never need to watch another video by ICT.